So, Minister Vaz, why don't you accept the challenge and do a debate with myself on this important issue of energy? Now that the JLP government seem to recognize the importance of energy towards growth, albeit after 9 years. You know, there are two questions I would ask you if we did a debate on the issue of LNG.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, we're seeing the Jamaica Labour Party now coming out back with a press conference saying that they're mashing down lies and propaganda from the People's National Party. So I'm about to let you guys hear what Darrell Vaz is rebutting at this Jamaica Labour Party's press conference versus the People's National Party's press conference. And so, in between it, my people, when him claim to say a lie, I'm going to drop back some facts in it. And we even seen where the opposition spokesperson on energy basically I call him out and I say, since a lie and propaganda, why not let's do a debate in front of the whole entire Jamaica and the diaspora and make the people know what I'm going. I have two questions for you. So my people, want to stay tuned for this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. A whole heap of bombshell I go drop another video here. So now watch the entire video for me, please and thanks.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Morning to everybody, media, colleagues at the head table. So, as Chairman Montague said, following what is probably the most successful and memorable conference of the JLP, the opposition has responded with a series of propaganda. The JLP will not allow the misinformation to take root, and as such, we will start to call out the propaganda and lies as they come. I have noted commentary in the public domain, and I am here to confirm that the Jamaica Labour Party will not relent from its commitment to reduce GCT on electricity from 14 to 7% after the new budget next year. That's a 53% reduction. We will also push ahead with the plans to remove the non-tax threshold and replace it with an incentive-compatible rebate of GCT for persons who use 200 megawatts or less per month. Let me put that into customer numbers. That would be approximately 380,000 JPS customers out of a customer base of just over 600,000. The cost of energy is among the driving factors of inflation, and an opposition that cannot appreciate steps being taken to address this is not actively following the All Jamaica Consumer Price Index, nor acting in the best interests of Jamaicans. As I said at conference, performance over propaganda and misinformation. First, in 2014, Jamaica was not the highest ranked country in the Caribbean for the Doing Business Index done by the World Bank. These statements made by the opposition leader are false and is an attempt to rewrite history. The World Bank report is available online and gives evidence that Jamaica was ranked 94th in the world in 2014 and was ranked behind 10 other countries from Latin America and the Caribbean, including St. Lucia, Bahamas, Barbados, Dominica, Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad and Antigua and Barbuda. We topped the region in 27 under this active government led by Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness.
I'm showing here where I'm saying, my people, that in 2014, Jamaica was not ranked the highest. And so I have a graph right here, so for showing my people that shows from 2010 to 2018. And it's the ease of doing business in Jamaica, with the lowest being good marks, my people, so to speak. So remember that the People's National Party took over from them in 2012, and we can realize it did up in the 90s there. So 2013, it did go up a little bit more. And 2014, my people, hear what it says. In 2014, Jamaica's ranking on the ease of doing business was 58 out of 189 economies worldwide, according to the World Bank's Doing Business report. This was a 36th place jump from the previous year and the largest improvement in Latin America and the Caribbean. Jamaica's ranking was also the highest in the Caribbean. Want to hear that? Jamaica's ranking in 2014 was also the highest in the Caribbean. Good work to Portia Simpson Miller and Peter Phillips. Them help drive the economy and cause whole heap of business for partner in Jamaica, my people. Right? I'm going to take on to 2016 now, when it was handed over to the Jamaica Labour Party. In 2016, Jamaica was ranked 64th in the world and first in the Caribbean for ease of doing business in the World Bank's Doing Business report. It was also named one of the world's 10 most improved economies for doing business. Want to hear that, my people?
To address the matters raised by the opposition regarding energy, I heard the opposition spokesperson on energy requesting a debate on energy. It is unfortunate that in his almost 20 years with the portfolio as minister or spokesperson, he has never advocated for the benefit of Jamaicans or debated the utility providers, but is seeking a contest of beautiful speech.
So, Minister Vaz, why don't you accept the challenge and do a debate with myself on this important issue of energy, now that the JLP government seemed to recognize the importance of energy towards growth, albeit after 9 years. There are two questions I would ask you if we did a debate on the issue of LNG. I would first of all ask you, how much does LNG contribute to the total amount of electricity generated today? And I know you'll be truthful, so you'll say 60%. The next question would be, how much of that occurred under the JLP government? And if you are truthful again, you will say none, because all of the plans for LNG came about during my time as Minister of Energy. I recall when the Content Solar Farm was being opened in Clarendon in 2016, August, everybody, barring none, attributed that successful opening to the work that I did as Minister of Energy. But more or none, let us have a debate, man. Sure.
You will also recall, and I must remind my colleagues and Jamaica at large, just take the silence of the opposition during Beryl, when I as Minister and my government were actively out there fighting for the rights of the Jamaican people and, most importantly, the customers.
And if he's so in tune with mashing down propagandas and lies, why not take part in the debate? The debate wouldn't hurt. The people wants to know the truth, right? And if you want to say PNP a tell lie and PNP a rebut with truth, why not come out and speak it on the ear, face to face, make the people them see what are going in our debate? Anyways, my people, him say the People's National Party, the mom in the whole Beryl and the whole JPS saga. And me here for bring the truth to this, so where I had this video on the channel about 3 months ago in the whole Beryl time. And this is what the opposition spokesman on energy said, Philip Paulwell. Hear it, my people. As well as my people, we see the opposition spokesperson on energy, Philip Paulwell, coming out urging the Office of Utility Regulation, that's the OUR, to instruct Jamaica Public Service Company to withdraw all recently issued bills. This request follows the alarming increases in bills over the past month, raising concerns about the integrity of JPS billing system. Given the tremendous hardship faced by consumers, particularly following Hurricane Beryl, it is clear that something has gone fundamentally wrong with the JPS billing process. With the many households experiencing long periods of non-usage of electricity, these exorbitant charges are not only unwarranted but also unacceptable. Paulwell also expressed concern over reports that JPS may have approached the government regarding these excessive bills. It is essential that the government be transparent with the public. We need clarification on whether JPS requested concession and what actions, if any, the government plans to take to alleviate this burden of the people.
As of 2022, 11.8% of our energy mix is from renewables, as published in the MSET 2023 National Energy Balance Report. This is compared to the average 8% during the 2012 to 2016 period. The opposition was unable to surpass 8% during their administration. An active government has moved the needle against, performance over propaganda and misinformation. In his statement on Tuesday, the opposition spokesperson stated that by 2016, 60% of electricity was generated from LNG and about 20% from renewables. This is simply not true. LNG was introduced to the Jamaican energy mix in 2016, and there's no way on earth then that Paulwell could be claiming that Jamaica achieved 60% of electricity from LNG in 2016. Again, performance over propaganda and misinformation, and we can even stretch it to downright lies.
But today, I proclaim that we have not seen in any government since independence such gross mismanagement of the energy sector. And I believe what is happening is that the government, rather than pivoting for growth, is pivoting to elections. We have seen tremendous hardship to the consumers, but we've also seen, because of the high price of electricity, the lack of growth in our economy. Jamaica's energy cost is one of the highest now in the world, coming from 23 US cents per kilowatt hour in 2016, when we left office, to at times way over 40 cents per kilowatt hour. To solve the energy crisis, you have to have laser-like focus on both energy generation and energy transmission and distribution. It won't be solved by some half-baked, cynical, hand-wringing scheme at the 11th hour on the eve of national elections to throw little and meaningless goodies at the problem. We started a mini revolution of the energy sector between 2012 and 2016. We intend to complete that revolution from 2025 until the completion of our first term back in office. Our accomplishments in the period 2012 to 2016 saw the diversification of fuel sources, where over 90% of our electricity was generated from heavy fuel oil and diesel, to a situation from 2016 where 60% of our electricity was generated from LNG and about 20% from renewables. We also did certain modifications of the license to make it far more beneficial to the Jamaican people. We focused on cutting line losses by increasing penalties, and we did introduce prepaid arrangements with the capability to go island-wide. In fact, we introduced a pilot in 2014, and the Prime Minister is unaware that that pilot was expanded nationally by the time his government took office.
And it says here in an article from the RJR, September 20, 2017, that Jamaica Public Service says by June 2019, 45% of the energy it supplies to the country will come from cheaper, cleaner, liquefied natural gas, that's LNG. By then, the power company's Old Harbour and Jamaica Aluminum Company plants will come on stream to join the Bogue facility in St. James. The Bogue facility received its first shipment of LNG in October 2016. According to the company's regional director for Western Jamaica, Tishura Gibbs, that will provide Jamaica with about 40% fossil fuel and 15% renewable. She noted that the renewables will be from solar, wind, and hydropower, which are also a growing part of the energy mix. And remember, my people, this article is from 2017, right? So they must have gotten some LNG from up in 2016, right? But they said that Bogue and those other facilities in St. James had gotten LNG in October 2016. So I assume they must have gotten up in the year before why Paulwell would come out and say 60%, my people. But I say yes to this debate. What says one of my people, just to clear the ear some more for the people and we're still, a bit confused, right? Because we see the truth here in front of us, my people, and we cannot deny the truth. The truth, they're all over social media. Everybody have a smartphone. Well, at least, majority of the people have a smartphone. And we can research the things them for ourselves, my people. But when you drop on the comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the route to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there, my people. Notification shout out goes to Rumba Time News. Big up yourself, Rumba Time News. My people, go over our channel. Subscribe to our channel, get her to 2K. Like up some of the videos, them. Watch out some of the videos, them. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.